Hi, I'm Michelle. January the 29th, Wednesday, January the 29th. And let me ask you this. Do you think it's easy? Because if you thought it was easy, everybody would be doing it, right? And not everybody is. So we're going to talk about that tonight. All right. So I have a kind of a 4-point little training here. And this is going to be it's not going to be too long tonight. And I wanted to just share a few things with you because this is kind of broken down in some different steps. And when you're coming on, you're starting an online business, it's very confusing, it's very challenging, and it's not easy. It's difficult, it's hard, it's a lot of trial and error. Anybody will tell you that. There is no magic formula because you are not somebody else. And what works for somebody else may not work for you. So you have to find the right balance. So, number one, we're going to start with mindset. One of the biggest problems in network marketing, if you're a network marketer, affiliate marketer, any kind of digital marketing, even, if you're doing and I've said this before, digital marketing is not, it's not a verb. Okay. So, or it's not a noun, it's a verb. I'm sorry. Digital marketing is not a noun, it's a verb. People are getting into selling courses, selling digital products. They don't know how to start, they don't know what they're doing. And you're going to have a hard time finding somebody that will give you all of the steps that you need to take. Okay. Because it's been difficult for other people to do it. And when they find something, they're probably not going to give you the information for free necessarily, but they will help you. So, that being said, mindset is a big piece to this because if you are not thick-skinned, and I'm not talking about summoning the universe and all that stuff, okay? I am not big on that as a believer in Christ. I don't preach on these things, but I can tell you that you must get the portion of your mind that says, I can do this right, right? In other words, you have to build up your confidence. So let's just get into a few of those things, okay? So, success in network marketing, and I have notes here, you guys. Uh, really, for any business, okay, requires effort. You're going to work hard, consistency, and resilience, right? So you are going to experience a lot of no's, and you're going to experience some yeses. It's going to be challenging while you're building a brand for yourself and trying to grow your business. You're going to just experience a lot of setbacks. But if making money were if making money online were effortless, everyone would be financially free already, correct? I think you will agree with that. So the key to this is understanding that challenges aren't obstacles. They're they're stepping stones, okay? They're just stepping stones. All right, so let's talk about a few of these, okay? Number one, let's break this down and I think into A, B's, and C's since we did one was mindset. Okay. So now A, we'll have to adopt a growth mindset, not limiting. So you've heard about limiting beliefs. I have a hard time getting that out. Limiting beliefs. And that is the thing that uh, psychology will tell you holds you back from pursuing new things or keeps you stuck someplace, right? So you grow up, right? By the time of age 5, you've probably already adopted all of the ways that mom and dad have told you you can be safe in this little thing, okay, in this little bubble. And to go outside of that, you are going to probably hold yourself back from venturing into areas where it's new, you don't have a lot of training on. Seems a little scary. Sales seems kind of scary sometimes, but it keeps you stuck because of that, because of the limiting belief system, okay? So instead of seeing challenges or those kind of roadblocks, view them as learning opportunities. View them as learning opportunities. Whenever you think you can't do something, replace it with, I haven't mastered this yet. So you can listen to some books. Okay. There are all kinds of personal development type books, but listen to, if it's a podcast, if it's a book, you can get your mind just wrapped around changing that limiting belief type of mindset to something that is more positive, something more reassuring, something more confident. Think of yourself as being a confident person. And as part of that, you can do a little activity with this. So get yourself a little journal and write down these thoughts as they're coming to you, and then just simply replace them. So if I'm going to write down on a piece of paper what that thought was, then make another column and then decide to write the replacement for that. So get yourself a little journal to do this. And that way, when these things pop into your head, you can just go and look at the more positive, uh, the more positive statement that you've made about that negative statement. All right. So get yourself a little journal for that. B, you want to reframe failure as feedback. Okay. Failure, reframe it. You didn't fail. Okay. And everybody does, but it's about changing uh, your belief about that failure, or your acceptance about that failure. So instead of thinking of it as a negative thing, you can ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How many times have you had to do that in life? Yeah, you failed a test. How can I change this? How can I pass the test, the next test? Right? All through school, all through life, you didn't get that job. Okay. Maybe you didn't interview well. So maybe for the next job, you do a little more homework before you go and interview. All right. Keep a lessons learned journal. Lessons learned. Just put it in your same journal. Okay. You probably need a journal with tabs. I have something like that here. Okay. So get yourself a little something that's got tabs in it. And that way you can have different sections for your journal. Okay. So keep a lessons learned journal and document your mistakes and then how you're going to pivot from them, right? All right, the C, and you probably heard this one. Surround yourself with successful people, because successful people have successful mindsets. So I don't know who it was that said, there's a quote that you're the average of the five people that you hang out with the most. I don't know if that's a Jim Rohn quote or who it was that said that, but your environment shapes your mindset. Okay. And if you're around people who complain or quit easily, you're going to be influenced by that energy. So engage with the community of entrepreneurs, network, and find an accountability partner. And you guys, all like on Facebook, for instance, Facebook is just filled with groups of entrepreneurs. Some of them, you have to be careful what group you're in. There are some negative groups out there. people are in there and they're negative Neds and Nellies. So make sure that you are in groups that are engaging, but not negative. Okay. All right. And if you come across negative comments, try not to engage in more negativity. So you want to surround yourself with successful minded people. All right. Join a mastermind team call at least once a week to stay motivated. So we have a mastermind team call. My mentor holds one on Mondays, and sometimes I can't join, but they're very engaging, and that does keep you. It's nice when you have a group of people that want to help each other and see each other succeed. So make sure that you are in a group like that. And I also have one. Um, but you need to make sure that you are with a group of people that have a very positive mindset. All right. So that was ABCD. Set small, achievable wins and ach- set small, achievable wins to build your confidence. Okay. Set small, achievable wins to build your confidence. I'm recording this. I'm not I'm not editing it. All right. A big goal can feel overwhelming, leading to self-doubt and procrastination. Okay. So break it down into smaller milestones and then celebrate your progress. And instead of focusing on making $1,000 a month, okay, set micro goals like reaching out to 5 new people daily. If you have the digital DMO planner, that would be 10. Okay. All right. E, develop mental resilience through affirmations or visualization. I'm not big on new age stuff, but you can get up in the morning and say to yourself, I've got this today, right? I've got this today. I can do it. Because when you have that confidence inside of yourself, that keeps you pushing, that keeps you going, right? Now, all right, number two. Let's talk about number two, skill development. So you want to curate some skills that are going to separate you from the crowd. Now, the majority give up because they don't want to learn new skills. Content creation, prospecting, sales conversations, closing. They want to learn those things. And maybe not everybody's cut out for this line of work. But, all right. So, how that is, like for instance, many people struggle with video. They don't want to get on camera. They don't want to do live video. They don't want to do video. But those who push through build much stronger brands and bigger audiences, right? This is a personal branding business, especially if you are ascribing to the idea of attraction marketing. If you're going to do attraction marketing, then you have to be drawing people to you. And the easiest way to do that is by being seen and heard, right? So identify one business skill. Here's an action step. Identify one business skill you've been avoiding and commit to improving it this week. And you can do this video thing too. The first time I did video was I was in my basement. It was a mess. I had just one little area to sit in where I could do video, and it was in front of a a mirror that I had to tape up some stuff on, so it didn't look like a mirror. It's a little mirror where I cut the family's hair. And I did my first live video on Facebook. It was like ripping a Band-Aid off. At the time, it seemed very scary, but in all reality, I don't even know if anybody watched it. So people always tend to watch these things on the replay. And now there's so many people doing it that, we're just micro scrolling. We're catching the first, couple minutes, few minutes. And that's kind of where that is. All right. So, but the point is you're being seen, you're being heard. So whatever the skill is that you're lacking, whatever, change you need to make, commit to yourself to do it this week. If it's, you know, uh, if it's content creation, just dig in and do it. All right. That is one way you can grow and become more confident because I've always said that the more you work your skills, the more confident that you will become. The more you reach out to people and start conversations, the more confident you will become, which is why I created the digital DMO planner. And I'm going to leave a link here on this video is going to go on YouTube. I'm going to leave a link in the description so that you can pick that up. It's $27 and it's a valuable resource for you to check the boxes and and then see how far you go, right? It's very numbers driven. And there'll be plenty of activities that you could do in there that will develop your skills. All right. So, set a non-negotiable daily business action. Posting, reaching out to 5 people, 10 people, following up with prospects, doing video, whatever it is you need to do. Okay. Um, and that goes with number 3. So I'll just go back and hit number 3 real quick. Most people quit because they expect results too soon, right? They expect results too soon. So you're not going to see success overnight. It could be months, it could be a long time, it could be years. All right. But the point is, your time period to success will be drastically reduced with consistent daily action. All right. So if you're doing something and then you take 3 or 4 days off, then that's just going to set you back. So be consistent. All right. Posting valuable content daily. It attracts your audience, but it takes time before they convert into customers or affiliates because you have to start building that know, like, and trust factor. So set yourself the non-negotiables and get to work every day, right? All right, number 4, resilience. The winners keep going. They keep going. The only difference between those who succeed and those who fail is persistence, perseverance. Rejections, back to life. Slow growth and self-doubt stop most people. But if you push through, the completion or the completion is process is drastically refined. It speeds itself up a little bit, but the competition thins out, right? You just got to keep going. Many quit after hearing a no a few times, but top earners have heard no hundreds or thousands of times before reaching success. It's okay if people say no. It's okay. You just keep going. So, your action step to this would be to write down 3 reasons why you are doing this business. That'd be your why, right? We've heard your why should make you cry or something. It doesn't need to make you cry, but you do need to keep that in your head. So if you're going to do visualize anything, then you can keep in your head that your reasons why you are doing this business. And when things get tough, remind yourself why quitting is not an option. Okay? So, you know what? Success isn't supposed to be easy. It's just not going to be easy. Um, it's not going to be easy, but that's what makes it valuable, right? Your ability to embrace challenges, build skills, stay consistent, and push through setbacks. That's going to be what separates you from everybody else. Keep going because the results will be worth it. All right. The results will be worth it. All right. So I'm going to leave a link to the digital DMO. And there's a little community, and we have a little thing that I like to call filling the gap. There's a gap because it's very this is a kind of a influence building business, right? So it requires you to build a little bit of a brand. And that's what works for most people that are successful is they make a brand. They put their brand in front of the things that they are promoting because people join people. And that's just the way it is. People join brands. And that's, I mean, you think about your big brands, right? Your popular brands. When I was high school, it's Nike, right? And then, whatever the jeans manufacturer was that was popular at the time, I think it was Jordache. I'm dating myself. But the point is, it's a brand. People connect with brands, they connect with people. In this business, people join people. So make sure you're building your brand. If you need some help with that, you're going to find a little bit of assistance in the digital DMO. And taking up the slack will help you, that process that's incorporated into the program. It will help you to build influence a little bit faster. So, go pick it up. I'll leave the link, as I said. And until the next video, take care. And remember, if it were going to be easy, more people would be doing it and they'd be more successful quicker. Okay. Have a good one, you guys.